Let's hug it on out. Welcome to Montez at the midday. A little different today. We're in Vegas. Yeah, we're in Las Vegas. First time ever out here. First time ever. My 50th birthday pre-celebration. My birthday is Thursday, so I'm out here until Thursday. And while out here for the very first time, the first night was crazy. The first day was crazy. I mean, if you're just tuning in, I host a podcast called Who's to Blame with Dre Montez. You can listen to the podcast on several different platforms out there. I shared the link through our social media platforms on Facebook, Who's to Blame. We have a page, Instagram, Who's to Blame the podcast, and Twitter at W2B Dre Montez. And we also put videos up on YouTube as well. So every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I come up with these videos here with Montez at midday. So yesterday, landing in Vegas, the airport was shut down for a bit of an hour due to the President of the United States being in the area, which I didn't know until the plane landed. So, of course, that meant drinking at the airport. Football comes on at 10 o'clock in the morning here, so I got a chance to catch a few of the games at the beginning at the airport. Then I get to the hotel. And when I say this is not a normal hotel to me, I don't think anything in Vegas is normal, but this fucking place is huge. I mean, I'm staying at Bally's, and there's so much going on here. There's just so much going on. So we get in the room, and let's go check out the town before it gets dark. Trying to find a dispensary is trying to find where's Waldo. Everybody know where it's at, but they don't know how to tell you how to get there. That's how it was yesterday. It was one of those type of things, but it all worked out well, worked out fine. Met some locals from the area. Imagine that. Me coming to Vegas for the first time and meeting some locals. Of course it was going to happen. And met some people from LA. LA people are different. LA people are like New York people in the 80s and 90s to me. You know, you met somebody from New York, you expected something out of them, something to come out of them that showed New York. Well, since I met LA fans a few years ago after a Cardinal game when the Dodgers came to town and hung out them a whole weekend, I knew LA people were different. They party in a different type of way. That's the best way I can put it. So I partied with some Dodger fans last night after the Dodgers made it official they're going to the World Series. And it turned into a mini ballpark village. The hotel lobby. I mean, it was just people that came out of nowhere everywhere that were from LA, said the word LA or said Dodger, had a Dodger jersey on. It turned out to be one of those occasions. And it was damn good fun. And also I had the privilege and honor to go to a real motherfucking sports bar. I'm talking people were cussing, they were yelling, there was cheering, there was applauding, there was booing, there were papers being ripped up, and not one security guard, not one manager, anybody came over to tell these people to calm down and be quiet. And every TV was on a different game to satisfy everybody. They had a remote at the table. If you wanted a remote to change the TV, I was crying. I was emotional. I've never been treated this way at a sports bar. I told my friend if I was 25 years old, I wouldn't come back to St. Louis. I've already been offered a job, a place to live. But I went to a real sports bar. And it was people wearing jerseys. They knew what they were talking about. There were sports conversations going on. There were women left and right that were into the game. I had to pinch myself a few times. I thought I was dreaming yesterday. Speaking of dreaming, yesterday I also found out that my grandfather, Grandpa Dre, my oldest boy, Storm, had another kid, had a son. We got a boy. We got a boy. We got a boy. We got a boy. you know it. But I really enjoyed myself at the sports bar. I don't know the name of it. I know how I got there, and I may go back there today. So as the night progressed, you know that commercial, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, and things happen in Vegas in movies that you've seen. You like, only that could happen in Vegas. Well, let me tell you what happened to me last night. One of the Dodger guys that I met was here for a 25th birthday party. Now, I said, where's the crew at? He said, they're in the sling, they're in the room passed out. It wasn't even 10 o'clock yet. So that raised an eyebrow with me, like, something's up. Why they sleep already? But neither here nor there. He tells me he wants to get fucked up. I'm like, let's get it in. We in the bar. We're in Vegas. We both stay in this hotel. Let's get it in. So we get to having drinks, and socializing, talking to different people. And then he says, I want to talk to some ladies. Go right ahead, fella. He said, but there's one in particular I want to talk to. He pours out a card. They hand out these cards down here in Vegas. He wants to get a $500 massage. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Mm-hmm. Let that sink in. So I say to him, a $500 massage? I want to see this. He says, okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go to the ATM and get some money, and we're going to gamble and try to win $500 to get the massage. I don't gamble. Don't know how to play none of these games. So he gives me some money. He goes over to the 3-card poker table. I'm right across from him playing this game I've never seen, never heard of. There's like this machine on the table, and there are like 6 people standing around, and there was lights, and you got to guess the card, something. It starts with a B. That's all I know. So I won some money. So I go over to him. I'm like, hey, here's what I won. He's like, perfect, because I just won too. It's just like, I have enough. I'm like, you really going to do this? I watched a $500 massage. I have so many questions. I want to raise my hand. I want to point. It was different. It was totally a Vegas moment. $500 for a massage. Let that sink in. $500 for a massage. I'm gonna get really into detail on what I saw on my podcast. I'm gonna do a couple of podcasts when I record stuff, but right now on the live version, I just can't believe what I saw at 3:00 this morning. I think it was 3:00 this morning. I don't know what time it was. I don't even care about time right now. But today on the agenda, we're going to walk to places that we wanted to go to yesterday, but it got dark pretty fast yesterday. So I'm going to take advantage of the daylight today and hit some places up, hit some dispensaries up, maybe a strip club, maybe. I heard there's a good one here. I'm going to check that out and see what's going on. If not, no biggie, because there's enough on the streets and in the hotels that have really opened the eye. But on to the NFL yesterday. Wow. So coming into the game, Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady, that conversation was a little different. After the game, I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to buy his offensive line any isotoner gloves this Christmas. Every time I looked up, he was on the ground. That offensive line got whipped. The Cincinnati Bengals were up 21-0. They lost. Wait a minute. Baker Mayfield, one more time. Do one more Hulu commercial. One more time. And action. The team is better than the quarterback when it comes to Cleveland. The 2 games he's lost, all on him. The interceptions he's thrown, all on him. If somehow, some way, Cleveland can get a quarterback, that's a dangerous team. But with Baker Mayfield, they won't see anything but a vacation trip. Maybe they can come to Vegas. Maybe. And I'm going to try to get to the stadium today. From what I hear, I'm only 15 minutes away from it. So I'm going to try to find that. Again, nobody knows where shit is at in Vegas. They don't know how to get there. They can tell you, they can point, but they don't know how they got there. That's my true recollection after one day in Vegas. Nobody can tell you where nothing is at. They can tell you about it. They can tell you about it. It's like a woman's G-spot. Don't nobody want to know where it's at, but they can tell you about it. It's like that, so to speak. Kind of. I don't know. I'm going to put it out there like that. But today, I'm going to try to find the stadium, the softball complex I wanted to go to, that I should have went to when I was a player, but that whore wouldn't let me come. And the Gangster Museum, I'm going to go to that today. And I want to see the waterfalls go off at the Bellagio because I'm across the street from there. And the thing to see in person and not in a movie is so romantic. I hate to be a cheesy guy, but if I had a chick with me, we would be kissing in front of that damn thing. That thing looks good when it's going off like that. That is majestic. That is something that the littlest things get me, like the Ferris wheel. Oh, okay. That's cool. But that water fountain going off like that, something different. The Pittsburgh Steelers are real. They're playing so quiet. They're playing by the rules. But next week, I think could be the highest rated game of all time to see this year. That being the Tennessee Titans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Derrick Henry plays football like he's the biggest kid at 12 years old. Everybody think he's a grown man. That's a business decision trying to tackle that dude. He doesn't even look like he's running fast. It should be illegal to be that big and run that fast and be that good. This dude is so good, he got his quarterback an MVP talk. I never thought that would come out of my mouth. Ryan Tannehill is an MVP candidate. Think about it. Think about what he's doing. Look at that team. That is remarkable what's going on. Remarkable what that team is doing. Yeah, I know they got hit in the mouth last year in the playoffs. But maybe they learned their lesson in the offseason on what to do and what not to do because they're definitely doing a damn good job at it. Philadelphia Eagles. At some point, you got to call your quarterback into the principal's office and have a sit down with him, both parents, and his oldest sibling. Have all of them there and talk to him like he's not there. That's what Carson Wentz needs. Yeah, I know they almost won, but almost not good enough. I almost got laid at prom, but that's not good enough. You must go through with the mission. Almost not good enough. I don't know what's missing from Philly, but something is awfully wrong in the NFC East. This could be the craziest division of all time since the AFC West back in 1989, 88, 89 years, somewhere in there, when the whole division went 8-8. This could be worse than that. I think the whole division could go under 500. That's crazy to win a division under 500. That could possibly happen this year. We could be a part of history in a good way. In a good way. In a good way. I can't believe I saw a $500 massage. Wow. I need to write a book. I really do. I should write a book. And as I said on Saturday, with college football, Nick Saban wasn't missing that game. He was not missing that game. 2 different football teams. Alabama in the first half, Alabama in the second half. I know Uga is tired of playing Bama. They fall apart every time they play that team. Things happen to them like in the Cubs-Cardinals baseball series that you cannot explain. Cannot explain. Just things happen. And I think Carolina, the football team, turned into Carolina, the football team, instead of Carolina acting like they were a basketball team being that high in AP poll. Florida State came there and handled business and put them boys to bed as it should have been done. I don't really think Clemson should get credit for scoring 73 points. But the fact that Clemson did that in 2020 speaks high volumes to me. What is the ACC trying to prove? What is Clemson trying to prove? They're going to get that matchup this year, and that game is going to come back up and haunt them on the things they did, how they did. I get the other team should have played defense. The other team should have known they should have been they're playing 4 quarters. I get all that. But when you run up the score like that, in 2020, it's not like it was in the 80s, 70s, and 80s when teams would run up the score all the time. But now it's a little different. I think they feeling themselves over there. I guess we're going to see as the season progresses in college football what Clemson is really, really made of. Because Bama's still there. Bama is still there. But the NFL yesterday, watching it in a sports bar, I felt like a sports fan yesterday. You know, so many times you go out to bars to watch games and they put the game on the wrong fucking TV, or they can't find the remote, or they're telling you to be quiet. That didn't happen yesterday. And I wasn't even talking. It was other people. I was just soaking it all in like, yes, cuss that motherfucker out. Throw that money at the TV. People gambling and watching sports is something I want to be a part of all the damn time now. After witnessing that yesterday here in Vegas, remarkable. I can't believe it's taken me this long to get to Vegas. But I could have came 2 times before playing softball, but that whore wouldn't let me come. It was a big issue, but I'm here now. I am here now. It's beautiful out today. I think it's like mid-80s to the 90s. We're going to walk the strip today. And then there's 2 parts of Vegas. Apparently there's a downtown and there's a strip. Nobody ever told me that. You people that have been to Vegas and told me you guys are horrible. You didn't tell the whole story about Vegas. I'm going to tell y'all the whole damn story about Vegas. Now I know why all these women from St. Louis come to Vegas by themselves and with their girls. It's the old men. It's the old men. Every person 60 and up has a young chick with them. Yeah, so when your girlfriend or wife tell you they're going to Vegas with their friends, they're lying. They're meeting the old dude out here. Women got it made, man. They got it made. They can just come to Vegas. Just come to Vegas. I can't even call these dudes sugar daddies. I can't even call them pimps. But I saw at least 150, 200 people, 60 plus with a youngster. Get it in. Get it in. And what are the odds of me running into somebody that knows me in Vegas from St. Louis? What are the odds? Anybody think that has happened yet? You think that has happened yet? It has happened. Someone called me bruh man yesterday. And we're supposed to be linking up today, later on today. Again, I'm going to hang out with the locals. Because hanging out with a local, they can show you parts of Vegas that the tourist side won't show you. So I'm going to see that side of Vegas as well. But so far, day 1 in the books. Sports watching in the books. Major League Baseball playoffs, the Astros are out. The Astros are out. The Astros are no longer. They don't exist anymore. They're over with. They're gone. Cheaters in the game. We don't need them. Yes. So we got the Rays and the Dodgers. If the Dodgers lose this World Series, it's Kershaw's fault. I wouldn't put him in this. He would not be in my starting rotation. No. Bullpen. You go to the bullpen. And Mookie Betts is the baddest motherfucker on the planet. That dude can hit, run, catch, field, you name it. What The only thing Mike Trout is missing is a playoff berth. He's the best regular season player, but Mookie Betts is the complete best baseball player that we have to offer. We even are putting aside the fact that he was tied up with the Red Sox and that cheating bullshit as well. But this dude, what he has done for the Dodgers in the playoffs, the defense, he made you feel like a kid again watching him play ball. The dude is having so much fun. So much fun out there on the field. And it's fun watching him play. But if the Dodgers don't win the World Series, who's to blame? Kershaw. If they put him in the starting lineup, the Dodgers are going to lose the World Series. Hands down. Don't put him in the rotation. You put him in the rotation, the Rays going to tag him up for 12, 15 runs easily. Put him in the bullpen, middle relief. Hell, even closing pitcher. He can give you 2 innings. And they kept mentioning that word again, folks. Analytics. Let it go. Please. Let the viewers at home judge the game for themselves. Let the people that have played baseball at a high level judge the game for themselves. Stop saying the word analytics. We know what they're doing. Stop that, and please stop showing the strike zone camera. You're making the umpires look horrible behind home plate. Stop it. Can we agree to please stop that? Yes, let's just stop it. Stop it. Yeah. Do it. Stop it. Let's do it. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm about ready to hit the strip downtown. Be back here at about 3 and hit the pool. I'm going swimming today. We're going to get the fro wet. But yesterday is a highlight for me yesterday. The LA people watching sports in a real sports bar and seeing a real live $500 massage close up. I may have found the real playground for Dre Montez, Vegas. I got 3 more days here. Oh my God. Ain't no telling what's going to happen today, but we're going to have a great, great time. Check out the latest episode of my podcast, Who's to Blame? You can go to SoundCloud, you can go to Anchor, Spotify, iTunes, Podbean, Google Play, or wherever you listen to your podcast at, and just type in Who's to Blame and go from there. We'll be coming back at you with another live video on Wednesday. You don't want to miss that one either. You don't want to miss that one because that's going to be the video before I leave Vegas. That's going to be the last one we do till I get back to the crib. But here in Vegas, we're going to get it in. So let's go hang out. Let's go have some fun. Let's go have a Libra blast. Libras, happy birthday to us all. Let's get it in, good people. Let's get it in. Vegas, baby. Vegas, baby. Vegas, baby. My Broncos won. Florida had a bye. New grandpa. And I'm in Vegas. Foe. Peace, good people. Enjoy the rest of your day. Holla.